So worked for LA Fitness for about 2.5, 3 years, felt I learned what I needed to learn, and then just took that next step, and I found a place, went from there.
Derek from Missouri to LA, and the perception of perfection. Here's his story.
What's up, guys? Derek from Nutri Fit Bootcamp. Does your gym cook for you? Because if it's 80% nutrition, 20% exercise, why are gyms only helping you with that 20%? We are the first and only gym to help you with that other 80%. With fat-burning, muscle-blasting workouts under 45 minutes, you're guaranteed to get a good workout each and every day. Our meals are fully customized with your goals in mind. No more shopping, no more cooking, no more cleaning. Simply put, we do all of the work for you. All you need to do is show up.
So why Nutri Fit Bootcamp, Derek?
I mean, one of the taglines I like to say is if it's 80% of your diet, 20% exercise, so it's very important how you eat, you're not gonna be able to go anywhere else and get, food made at your gym, so why not just go to the place where it does both? If eating is as important as it is, why would you just focus on the exercise part? Why not go to a gym that also is gonna take care of your food for you, which is the hardest part anyways,
Right.
That's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I guess that's why it's called Nutri Fit Bootcamp.
Yep. We got your nutrition, we got your fitness. You show up, we got the rest.
I purposely asked Derek to give me an ugly-looking banana because an ugly-looking banana, scientifically, has more antioxidants. So remember that, okay? When you eat your banana, you want an ugly-looking one for more nutrients, antioxidant properties. There you go, Derek.
Chocolate or vanilla?
Chocolate. This is all custom made. I want you all to know. Custom made smoothie just for me. That's how Derek treats his clients. So be his client if you are in the area or near the area. So I know during our conversations when we work out, I always tell you about the principle, the philosophy of manifestations, and I apply that to my life. And that's the big reason why I am where I am now. But of course, there has to be work to go with it, not just the dream.
Yep.
So would you say that, I know you know that already because I've talked to you about it.
Yeah.
But I think subconsciously you knew about this and you were actually using this, applying this to your life without knowing it.
Yep.
So would you like to point out of certain instances that that brought you from A to, I wouldn't say you're still at Z because Z is the peak of success. I would say you are like in letter P.
I would say like C, but yeah.
C? You think you're C?
I think I'm a C.
Okay.
Yeah.
No. Don't be too hard on yourself. You're not a C. You're further than
in the
a
middle.
C.
Yeah.
I mean, he has a gym now. He had a gym when I met him. I think he just started. He had just started over a year ago.
Yeah.
And now he has this full gym. Mural and all.
Yeah.
All the equipments and just more and more clients.
Yeah.
So tell us about it.
Yeah. It's going back to that. I had this vision. It's literally been 10 years. I tell myself all the time that I wish I would have just acted sooner, but with the manifestation and everything like that, it's you have to see what's going to happen before you can take those actions,
Exactly.
And for the longest time, I'm the type of person where I'm going to throw myself into the fire and then figure it out as I go. And when I first started to do that wasn't working. I didn't put together okay, what am I actually going to do once I'm in this fire? So since we've been training,
Which means the gym.
Exactly, and just life in general. That's my personality, everything like that. But since we came into each other's lives, and we do have those conversations about manifestation and everything like that, that got me into the mindset of, before I throw myself into the fire, let me imagine myself in the fire. Let me almost pre-deal with everything that I'm going to deal with in the fire. So once I'm there, I already know what I'm up against. Therefore, anything that happens is not as challenging. And that's something I didn't pick up until maybe a year and a half ago. And I would say, like, ever since I started to think that way, that's when things have started to go upwards a little bit,
Right, and it's actually on a trajectory rise, I would say.
Yep.
So I know we have talked about sacrifices too, and this is something that some people have asked me. How did you get me from A to Z? Which, by the way, I'm not yet at Z. And the first thing I always say is to conquer your demons. When you conquer your demons, you're just gonna start rising.
Yep.
But when you start rising, though, it doesn't mean that there are no sacrifices along the way.
Yep.
I mean, I've made sacrifices. I don't talk about it. I'm normally a doer, like Derek is. I just throw myself at that, and then I deal with whatever consequences or obstacles I have to deal with.
Yep.
What about you, Derek? What kind of sacrifices did you have to make?
I mean, along the way, one of the biggest things was, I moved 2,000 miles away from my family. I always grew up. My family kind of had the joke that my older brother would be the one moving out as soon as he turned 18, and I would be the one that lives at home with his mom for the rest of his life. I'm a mama's boy. And then doing the exact opposite, where not staying at home, leaving my entire family just to pursue this dream. You're going to lose friendships, you're going to lose relationships, and I think the bigger the dream that you have, the more sacrifices you have to make,
I agree.
And I have a lot of big dreams, I'd like to think. So now I'm starting to understand, sacrifices just have to be made. You will lose friends, you will lose relationships, it's gonna happen, but
Exactly.
in the long run, you have to
Decide.
ask yourself, is it worth it? And for me, 100%, 1,000,000%, of course it is, that's just how it is.
It is worth it.
Yeah.
Hey, Derek. How many more workouts do I have to go?
6.
6?
Yeah.
Do I have, how much longer?
You got 45 minutes.
45 minutes?
Yeah.
Well, I know I asked for my price prematurely, but hey,
Yeah.
I have to have it.
Let's go.
I didn't have breakfast. It tastes wonderful. It has oat in it, almond, vanilla, banana, the works.
For me, that's where my energy comes from, is I'm excited to do what I'm doing. I'll do whatever it takes. I'll wake up at 3, I'll wake up at 4, I won't sleep until 2, and I don't care. I will literally do whatever it takes.